it's not there. That's 2 days ago. Yeah, this seems like it's far back enough. Okay. Here we go. Drake, Rihanna unfollow Meg Thee Stallion on Instagram. I stayed away from it. I felt like it was bait. Reason why I say it was bait, I feel like, they need, like, I feel like, first of all, let me be real. I always got to be real with y'all. When this story came out, and this is why I thought it was bait. This is why I thought and I knew it was bait. I have about a dozen people in the industry, artists, high-up people, label people, whatever. They called me and they said, yo, Ak, you're the news guy. Like, did everybody unfollow Meg Thee Stallion for real? And they wanted to, like, know if that was true. And really, like, it continued for them to think, like, well, wait, is it because of the case with Tory? The reason why I thought it was bait is because from all the artists who called me, and by the way, that was the biggest thing, line. They don't know if Tory's telling the truth. They don't know if Tory's lying. But they don't want to put their neck on the line. So at every opportunity, like, I don't know, maybe like there's a song potentially for them to do with Tory. Maybe there's a fucking, chance for them to bring Tory out on a show, or maybe go on tour with Tory. But they're like, yo, I don't want to fight your battles with you. If you beat it, yeah, we could rock. So they want to know the truth. The mere fact that 10 people, I'm talking about huge artists, call me and be like, yo, what does this mean? Yo, is this true? It tells me that they're not 100% sure, or they're still really trying to find the truth out about the case. Now, granted, the reason why I won't mention their name is because the same scrutiny and vitriol and harassment that I got when I said the whole DNA thing with Meg, they don't want to go through either. So they want to be like, oh, nah, I think Tory might be. They don't want to do that, right? So they just want to just kind of be like, yo, we're just going to kind of chill back. We want to be kind of cool with both, but we ain't want to pop out with nobody until we find out the truth. And a lot of people hit me up. They were like, yo, is it? So I started looking into it. I looked into it. It was true. The only thing I couldn't prove, and this is why I didn't report it, I couldn't prove when Drake, Rihanna, and there was like 2 other people, when they unfollowed Meg. I couldn't prove when. So this story right now is actually built up to make it sound like, well, everybody start following her on the same day or the same couple of days. Which would make a fan think, oh shit, something must have been, there must be like an industry development that happened. That's not what happened. Apparently Drake wasn't following Meg for a little while. Rihanna and Meg, for whatever reason, wasn't following each other. We get clarification today. Rihanna says that Meg wasn't her thing with her contract with Fenty Beauty or Fenty whatever was expired, so there's no reason for her to be on the website. There was a Fenty website that she was on and she got removed. And also, I guess like Rihanna just doesn't follow her for whatever reason, right? Now, again, the reason why I also didn't report it, because I think we're in the era of people trying to sully the name of people like me who's just here for the facts by throwing out the bait to see who's gonna bite. So if I believe if I reported this, Meg would have came out, or somebody would have came out and be like, see, of course you were lying about everything, because that's not the reason why they followed each other. I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on with this. And by the way, also, I'm definitely down to say Drake doesn't know what the fuck happened in this case. Drake doesn't know, Rihanna doesn't know. So their unfollows mean nothing to me. So this is why I stayed away from this. But there's so many angles being played. I felt, because there were so many people who sent shit to me like, yo, Ak, report this. I was like, yo, I feel this is a Rock Nation attempt to have me report something to quote unquote make Meg look like a liar, and then she's gonna come out and say, yo, Ak, like, I see mad people. Yo, remember when I reported the thing about Tory? She ain't care about nobody else. She's like, oh, Akademiks is lying, right? If I reported this yesterday, she would be like, what are you talking about? Like, yo, my contract was done a long time ago, like, blah, blah. So I didn't report it. Again, I don't know. I keep telling you, I don't know what happened with Meg and Tory. I don't know who shot who. I don't know who didn't get shot. I don't know who fired the bullet. I don't know whatever. But they're playing PR games. Meg Thee Stallion is playing a PR game. She's with Rock Nation. And do I think Tory's playing a PR game a little bit? Yes. I'll tell you the PR game I think Tory's playing. Tory knows exactly what happened, but he ain't saying it. Now, if you're innocent, and granted, I know there's a snitching thing, you don't want to tell on somebody else. Like, I think Tory has said less than he needs to say because he's hoping to be vindicated later on. Tory, one of them niggas, he can't wait till I told you so, I told you so. Didn't he have like a project or something like that called I Told You So? He can't wait for that. So I think he's playing a little PR games too. So I'm trying to be fair. They both are. The thing with Meg and them is that they have to maintain victimhood for everything with Meg to go through. Awards to go through. Sympathy, whether it's votes or streams or however they're prepping her projects. Sympathy has to be the thing. If people don't know if she's telling the truth, it removes the sympathy. That's just what I think. And I'm watching this shit, and I looked at this whole shit, and I did my own independent research, and I said, this is the cap. This is where they try to sacrifice journalists. And I'm too smart for that, because in reality, this is why, I don't have a problem with Meg, but I have a problem with Meg playing the PR games, trying to sacrifice me. Whatever you and Tory got, y'all deal with it. But don't you ever try to sacrifice the brand of Akademiks, because trust me, Meg, I worked harder than you to get to where I am. All you have to do is do a fucking couple twerks and a couple twirls and fucking call some people some hot girls. Nigga, I had to really put some work in. I'm sorry. So I would never let you fucking play with me. And likewise for even Tory. You know what I mean? Nigga, I'm sorry. I won't let none of y'all play with me. So again, I'm not believing in this. Like, I told you, I got so many industry people like, yo, Ak, is this true? And I looked at it. It's true. Drake and Rihanna does not follow Meg. I don't know when they were unfollowed. People are like, well, look at this page. This page tracks whoever Drake follows and doesn't follow. And I'm like, it's hard for me. First of all, and by the way, I have a personal relationship with Drake, but like me and Drake has never talked about Meg. But also, it would really shock me if Drake knew what happened with Meg. That's it. Somebody said, but Drake followed Meg months ago. Exactly. That's why I stayed out of it. This PR stunt's being played here. And I'm good. Y'all play y'all PR stunts. I don't want to be a part of it. Okay? And also, if you think Rihanna is thinking about Meg Thee Stallion when she's pregnant with a kid, she's a fucking billionaire. If you think she's thinking about Meg and Tory, you're delusional. Somebody said Drake knows. No. I heard a story about Drake and Meg. I did hear a story. Somebody told me a story, and they said this is why Drake don't fuck with Meg. But, again, this is a story I've gotten from an insider. Obviously not Drake. Drake don't talk about really nobody to me like that. But, other than him staying away from her, I have no other proof, so I'm not gonna pop out definitively with it. But you know, for what I've heard, it's definitely not Tory shit. That's what I heard. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I happen to never be wrong. Anyway. So it's a good job, Act. Drake knows what happens. If he didn't, he wouldn't have posted Tory when they were playing ball together. Swag D is a great point. But I disagree. Here's the funny part about it. And you have to take this with a grain of salt. There's mad niggas in the industry who don't treat Tory like a nigga who shot a woman. Not saying they don't believe it. They don't treat him like that. Which means they're like, yo, bro, if you did it, we know, like, it would be more shit to support it. They're like, we're not going to do a record with you. But, like, yo, if you pull up on us, we're not going to be like, yo, bro, you got to leave. You get what I mean? I'll give you an example. These are all Act examples. This is nothing coming from any inside source. Even after the Meg shit, was not Tory on, wasn't Drake on Tory's quarantine radio? Remember when everybody was acting scared of Tory and Tory started calling niggas out, be like, oh shit, I see Drake on here. And he tried to add Drake and Drake skedaddled. You know why? What the fuck, nigga? Of course I'm watching you, but nigga, don't bring me in your mess. I don't think Drake has anything against Tory because of Meg. But I don't think he wants to ride for Tory. A lot of niggas don't want to ride for Tory. That's why I think that's where the baby, and by the way, I do want to have a conversation about the baby. The baby is a little bit unique because the baby is, when he fucks with somebody, it seems like he's down to ride for them. And when I mean ride for them, it's like, bro, he could have been like, yo, Tory, I fuck with you, but I got a song with Meg. And the song I have with Meg, like, there's so much to it, bro. Like, I feel like when I tell y'all shit, like it goes through one ear and out through another, and there's like a super, 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 super small audience that get what I'm saying. I'd be like, oh shit, yo, Ak is telling us some shit that we would never normally know. But again, for the masses, you're gonna be lost. But I'll talk to that specific audience again. This is what I heard. Tory was trying to clear a record. He had the record done with Baby from a long time ago. Long time ago. Ben had it done. Ben had the shit done. He was trying to clear it. And this is where, what's that dude named Arnold something? He's the guy who runs the label that signs Baby. They were trying to clear the record. He wasn't clearing the record. And by the way, I think there was like a little back and forth about this, right? Where Arnold was talking about whatever. Anyway. From what I heard, Tory had a very short window to drop the record. They called him up randomly, like, yo, you could drop the record, but it has to be dropped in these couple of days because the Baby is going to be dropping other music and we can't have his collab with you fuck with his other music. Tory fucking like jumped out the window. Everybody, remember, people blackballing him. All right, cool. Let's get this shit going on, blah, blah, blah. They got it out. You know, they did what he had to do to get it out. Here's the kicker. So now that's the thing, right? So like the record's out. Remember, that record they sat on for damn near 6 months and didn't let Tory release. Well, if you didn't let Tory release it for like a bunch of months before, why the fuck would you want to bring Tory out at Rolling Loud or some other, whatever show it was, to perform said record that, not say it wasn't the Baby, it's clearly his like team that's on third, right? Why would you want to bring him out at a show to perform the record that y'all were so like late to clear? I don't know. Anyway, The record comes out, and then Tory gets brought out at the show. That ironically, and by the way, here's the thing: you got to realize these things happen. Baby had a song with Meg. The song with Meg, Tory's independent. The song with Meg is supported by 300 at that point. Meg is this whatever. It would behoove Baby to not bring Tory out because you're bringing Meg out, and the song you have with Meg is the bigger song, the Cry Baby song, whatever, right? However, he brings out both of them. Told me a lot about his character. The Baby doesn't really give a fuck about the industry shit. Now, I think it might change. Because I think he's realizing, especially with this Dirk and Youngboy shit recently, I've talked to a few people in the industry. I'm being honest with you. Of course, I won't name names. And some of them have expressed, yo, he tweaked out. That's what they're saying. Yo, he tweaked out with that. Yo, Baby doing a song with Youngboy, doing a whole tape with Youngboy, knowing what's this at. Him kind of saying certain shit, kind of look like he's rotting. He's tweaking out. Like he's a particular artiste have said, and I'm summing this part up, he's burnt out. And I'm like, what? They're like, nah, like he knows doing that is gonna isolate him from other people. Like it's like Game of Thrones, it's the music industry. Like, you know, like the music industry these days is always the hot stay next to the hot. And the cold just go by themselves to shiver and die. But some people have said, yo, but I think that's the Baby's character though. I guess that's what I brought it up to say. The Baby didn't really have any incentive, if you ask me, to bring out Tory when you know you were going to bring out Meg that same show. And the song with you and Meg is the bigger song. But he did it. Now, I'm going to think he's riding off principle, his own principles. You get me? He's riding off his own principles. But still, for what I'm hearing from artists, they're looking at the Baby like, yo, this nigga tripping. Yo, he's wilding. Now when it comes to the Tory thing, maybe that's just how he is. He just don't want to conform to like the side thing, the picking sides thing. Now, obviously, he do fuck with, you know, Youngboy, and he do fuck with Tory, you know, to a certain extent. But he don't want to be kind of pressured into, yo, you got to stay away from these people. You can't do this. I think that's interesting. Anyway, just giving y'all the real. Somebody says, act talk. Dirk doing an interview